Hey guys, so this is Nayla's 8th video session. If you've been following along, last video I put her first ride on. Today I'm going to put her third ride on her. Now in my last video I talked about the loping hackamore and how I like to use it for the first few rides before switching to a snaffle, because it kind of gives them less to worry about and think about when you're putting that first ride on. It's a little more comfortable, applies more face pressure to the face that they're familiar with instead of to the mouth, where it's an unfamiliar territory for them. So today I'm going to go ahead and switch her to the snaffle. That's going to be, I'm going to show you guys how I kind of transition over and how I go about doing that. We're going to move her out a little bit. I'm going to show you some steering exercises. So let's get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I bridle my horse here. And what I want to point out is that almost from the beginning, I start working on teaching this horse how to lower her head when I put my hand up here and gently apply pressure. See how she drops her head so nicely and softly, and I can bring my arm over her head and rub her on the off side of the face. This is going to scare a lot of colts, so be sure that you're thorough before throwing something at them like the bridle or the hackamore or things like that. And obviously I had to do this before the hackamore also. But it helps if you're doing this the whole time while prepping them for that first bridling. Then you don't have to suddenly go at it that one day and throw a bunch of new stuff at them and try to get them to adapt to this the first day you bridle them. So she's already been prepared for this. There's 2 pressure points up here between the horse's ears on the pole, and you can gently apply pressure and just wait till that horse drops his head down. There we go, and release. All right, so my horse is ready. She's been prepared for that. She knows how to handle stuff on the off side of her face. She knows how to handle this pressure of my arm above her. She doesn't get claustrophobic, freak out, and throw her head back like she used to. I like to have these up above the horse's neck so they're not dragging in the dirt or anything silly like that. I'll just leave that lead rope on her in case anything goes wrong. I don't have to pull on her face or have a big episode here. I'm going to gently ask that face to come down. Now obviously accepting the bit is a new thing, but we've prepped her here by getting her used to things moving around her face. She's still a little feely. It's okay, girl. It's all right. I'm going to gently bring that bit up to her face, separate it from the chin strap there, and draw it up to her mouth. Got to be very gentle about this, and I'm not going to rush this. I'm just going to wait it out. And I do have a video on the whole bridling session and how to go about bridling your horses the best way possible. Easy, girl. It's okay. And if she raises her head up like that, it's totally fine. I'm not going to try and keep her trapped there, because I don't want this to create anxiety. This is supposed to be a good experience for her, not a bad one. So if the first few times she raises up a little bit, moves her head a little bit, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. There we go. Atta girl. That was nice. Good girl. So like I said, we do have another video on the bridling process to get your horses to bridle quietly and calmly every single time. I'll add a link to that above. I kind of like to have my bridle adjusted to where it's barely touching in the corners of the mouth, to where that horse can kind of pick it up and carry it a little bit. I don't want it hanging there, but I also don't want a bunch of corners or a bunch of tight pressure on there. There's different theories about that. Personally, I don't understand. I don't believe in applying more pressure than necessary when this is a direct contact bit. But on colts, what I was going to point out is that sometimes I will bring it up just a little bit tighter, because these colts have a tendency to fool around with the bit a lot, and sometimes they'll get their tongue stuck over it, and that'll freak them out, and they end up like trying to run backwards or things like that. So feel free to bring your bridle up just a little bit more than you normally would on these colts, so that it keeps them out of trouble. Good girl. Okay guys, so because this is only her 3rd ride and this horse is pretty feely, I'm going to go ahead and prep her just like I would for the first ride. I might not take as long, but I'm going to go over the same steps. I've already run over several things like the tarp and the flag. I've picked up her feet and kind of gone over all that stuff. But when I go to get on again, I'm going to gather up those reins. I'm going to make sure she's paying attention. And because this bit is new to her, we are going to go over the same things we did at the loping hackamore. I'm gently going to ask that face to come around and give to that bit a little bit. There we go. Just so she understands the concept of reaching around. Gently going to bring her around here. She's doing really well. That's very nice. That's very nice. Again, if you prep them right, these steps are going to go much smoother than if you just try to throw this bridle on her the first time or within the first day or so and expect her to adapt to it in the first 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and lunge her around here a little bit just so she can get used to the feel of the pressure on this side of her face and understand how to get off of that pressure. Leave it loose as much as possible. When she goes to pull on it, I'm not going to pull back. I'm just going to hold my hand steady until she releases to it. There we go. I would like her to slow her feet down. There we go, just a little. I would like her to relax a little more. And again, sometimes when you put a bit in the horse's mouth for the first time, then it gives them more to think about and they get a little bit more nervous and speed up. So be sure you get the horse relaxed again. That's okay, good girl. Get that horse relaxed again before you go to step on. Go ahead and gently ask her to walk off here. There we go. A little more stiff on this side. Good girl, that's pretty. See how the rein stays loose most of the time? Because we spent so much time working on softening that rib cage with the halter and lead rope on, we have to spend a lot less time now with this exercise here. She understands the concept of releasing the pressure and softening up through her body. Whoa there, babe. Whoa. Whoa there, babe. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm going to gently take hold of these reins on both sides. Let me gather this up here. Easy. It's okay. And I'm gently going to apply pressure and ask her to back up. Back. Back. I'm not going to pull harder here. I'm just going to wait for her. There you go. Good job. Back. Back. It's okay. I'm just going to wait for her. There we go. Good girl. Back. 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 Good girl. That was nice. All right. I'm going to let her sit here just 1 second. She's looking around. We've got some other horses in the arena over there. Got another horse running around in the pasture over here. And she's got me up here and the cameraman over there. So she's got a lot to think about, a lot to worry about if I don't take care of her. So I'm going to do my best to put a great ride on her and give her the best experience possible. I'm going to gently guide her off over here to the right. I really like how she's not fooling with that bit a lot. That's really good to see. There we go. Now often when you first put a bit on a horse and they learn to go one direction, then they want to kind of stay locked into the turn that way. And so you're going to have to switch it up a lot and change directions a few times so they learn how to get off that pressure. This isn't a steering exercise so much as it is teaching them how to change directions when you pull on the offside rein. So I'm going to go ahead and take hold of her face here and just gently hold till she follows that rein. Don't pull harder or you'll have a tendency to put that horse in a bind, make him claustrophobic, and then he'll start arguing with you. It's not because he's bad, it's because he doesn't understand. He ends up getting frustrated. Good job. Has a really relaxed walk right here. I really like that. It's okay. Good girl. So again, I'm going to reach that hand out, gently guide her to the inside and just follow through. Good girl. Ask her to keep walking. Now we'll go to the left, gently guide, wait till she follows through. If your horse goes to pulling on you the opposite direction, again, don't pull harder. Just wait it out, wait till he figures it out and follows your hand over there. Colts like this, they're not trying to be bad. They're not trying to argue with you. They're not trying to do the wrong thing. Just a moment ago, you were telling him, well, okay, let's go to the right, let's go to the right, let's go to the right. And now you're saying, let's go to the left. And with a foreign object in his mouth like this, he's just trying to get the hang of it. He's trying to get the feel of what you want. So you want to make it a very pleasant experience for him. Next time you bring him out, he doesn't have more to worry about and think about. It's okay. There you go. Got a little bit of shoulder movement there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ask her to trot off here because I don't like to stay at the walk too long. Okay, it's okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. And when you go to move these horses out, stay on your butt and look up. You don't ever want to go looking down at the horse's neck. It's okay. She's a little worried about me talking up here. You don't want to go looking down at the horse's neck and dropping your shoulders down because, as they always say, look where you want to end up. If you're looking at the ground, you're eventually going to end up there. Keep your eyes up, look up. And also, if you're looking at the horse's neck and looking at how fast he's going, you're going to have a tendency to feel like you're going a lot faster than you are. Or if you sit back and drop your butt deep in that saddle and look up, it's going to feel a lot smoother and slower. It's going to feel the speed it actually is. There we go. Good girl. That's what I want to see. So I'm just going to sit back here and I'm going to quiet down just a little bit so she can move out and get relaxed. There we go. And right now I don't have a lot of shoulder control on this horse, so you'll see me kind of pulling her nose to the outside a lot and just kind of gently bumping till she gets over there. Eventually we're going to get some shoulder control on this horse and we're going to push her shoulder over. It's okay, she's starting to lock up a little bit. Get tight in the back. And we're going to push her shoulder over instead of pulling it over there. You really can't pull a horse there, but all I'm doing right now is kind of preventing her from falling all the way to the inside of the round pin. There we go, that was nice. All right. So she tends to get really nervous over here. Where Gregory's filming here. And when I pass him, because he's behind her, step up. She has a tendency to lock up in her back. Kind of get a little bit worried if I'm going to take care of her or not. It's okay. Yep. See how she's kind of falling to the inside there? I'm literally just going to turn her all the way around. We're going to go around again. There we go. Put her back on that wall and ask her to trot off. And I'm bumping with my whole leg here. I'm not taking my heels and just kind of trying to jab here. I'm literally bringing my whole leg off that horse and kind of just fanning her on the sides with it. It's okay. Good girl. There we go. I like that she slows down when she gets worried, but now I'm starting to ask her, please move through it. When you get afraid, I'm here for you. I would like you to relax and move through it. If your horse just locks up every time he gets worried, you're going to have problems in the future too, so it's a balance. Now she's trotting past that point, but she's shutting down on me every other quarter circle. There, that neck's starting to reach a little more. That's okay. It's okay. There we go. She gets around this side here. I'm going to slow her down. There. Atta girl. Good girl. Just pat her, let her know that's the right thing to do. There we go. And again, just like with the stop, this horse came back really nicely there, but there's going to be a lot of times on most colts where you'll go to take hold of that face there and they'll just kind of keep trotting and bracing their neck. Do not pull harder. Like, if I can emphasize anything enough, don't pull harder on these colts. Let him come back to you, okay? She's not running off here. So why would I go to pulling harder, cause a situation where she feels trapped and worried? That'll often have the tendency to make them go even faster, and you can end up in a bad wreck that way. Lope off. I'm going to sit back, wait till she follows through. There we go. Keep going. Starting to get a little humpy there. She's just diving in, cutting that circle off, so I'm going to go ahead and push her back to the right. Bring her over here, take her back to the left. There we go. Ask her to trot off again. There we go. Ask her to lope. There, much faster that time. That was good. See if I can push her right past this corner here. Get a little humpy. Let's keep moving her feet. There we go. Good job. All right, let's break her down. Gently, gently push her over next to that fence. And bring her down to a walk. Good girl. Good job. So when they go to kick out, don't stop them there. Whatever you do, like sometimes I'll see people break them down and they'll disengage the hindquarters or things like that. They'll get those feet to hustle, they'll move the horse, and that's okay. That's one way to deal with it. But whatever you do, do not let the horse stop and stand still. Do not let that scare you. If a horse goes to kick up a little bit or get humpy, move those feet. The answer is for the horse to always move his feet. The reason he's complaining is because you're asking him to move out. So if you let him shut down there, then he thinks that's forever the answer. He's going to go to that again and again and again. So if you're intimidated by it, get someone to coach you, get someone to walk you through it. But don't ever, I'm going to try and fix my jeans here, but I don't want to fall off my horse. I'm going to try and be careful. But don't ever let a crow hop or a kick out or things like that intimidate you into quitting. If you know you have a bucker, find someone who can handle a bucker. But don't let that horse know that's the correct answer by shutting them down. Good girl. Go on. There, good job. There. Keep walking. Good. There we go. And we're gonna keep doing this. Lope to walk, again and again, till she can go into that lope without kicking up. I don't care if she's a little bit tight, but she cannot kick out like that. Step up. All right. Reins up a little bit more. Keep going. If she'll just offer it to me here, that'd be nice. Go on. Just move out. There. Good. Easy, easy, easy. There we go. There. There. Good girl. All right, I'm gonna let her have that one right there. Keep moving. There. Quietly walk out of it. Okay. Whoa. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Let me go ahead and guide her around a little bit. Do some shoulder control here. There we go. That was pretty. It's good. Keep moving. Push that shoulder out just a little bit when she, there we go. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect. Feel those feet, really focus on those feet. It's not about the face here. It's about those feet. All right, here she just bowed in and didn't listen to me. I'm just gonna take her right back to the left, push her out again. There we go. Then gently take her back to the right. Just reach that hand out and wait till she finds it. Follow through, good job. Push her back up again. There we go. There we go. That's getting very relaxed and quiet. I'm going to guide her to the inside. Very nice. Good job. Guide her over again. And shut her down right over here. Oh, babe. Good girl. Back. Gently ask her to back up. Take hold of her. Wait till she finds it. Back. Good job. Good girl. There we go. Go ahead and step off. So guys, that concludes Nayla's third ride. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It did end up being a lot longer than I anticipated, but again, I wanted to show you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, every side of starting a colt, and this is one of those things that you'll often have to work with. And you can see that to the left, she moved out pretty well. Like she didn't have any issue with the rein being back there with me moving around and stuff. But to the right, she was a little bit aggravated with that. It could have been that she was a little bit tired at that point and wanted to quit, or it could have been that she's just more touchy on the right side. Either one. Anyway, I will have more videos for you guys. I'm probably going to follow along for the first week, give you guys the first 7 rides or so. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And leave a comment if you have any suggestions or videos you would like for us to film. We'd be happy to connect with you guys and hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching.